other than my team to go in there. So that is something that is special just for you guys for tonight. And don't tell anyone. Yes? So, Q&A. Do you guys have any burning questions?
Yes.
That's about 5 to 10 questions. Yes?
Why is it that we Canadians have been so lucky to have you as a queen? Because you could have chosen another country. Why us?
That is correct, actually. That is correct. That I could have gone to any countries when I was young, and could have chosen the United States or anywhere else for that matter. The answer to that is Canada, or the old Canada, was the most corrupt and most evil nation, most, shall we say, beyond evil actually, in terms of what they have done to our children and what they have done underground to our people and to the children, especially with the adrenochrome and child sex trafficking. So they were very good at using the media to cover up what they were doing to our people, and especially our indigenous children. And many of you may have recalled that the previous queen, the one put by the bankers, had gone on a picnic with 10 indigenous children whom never returned and never found in BC. In Kamloops, was it?
Yep.
Yes?
Yes.
Right? So, that's just that. Next question.
Thank you.
Are you aware of dams in Moncton, New Brunswick? near
I am
Trigger?
aware of all the dams in Canada and around the world.
Okay, but you're not saying anything about Moncton.
They are being cleaned. All of our dams are being cleaned. That is why I keep on referring to the special forces. It's about 92% of Canada has been cleaned out. And so that is why in some areas we also use the coronavirus lockdown to keep the public safe. Because there are entities down there that are not very friendly to humans. Some of them have fested in humans, especially our children. So when I keep referring to our special forces, we have lost many trying to save our children and clean Canada. It's not just our Canadian special forces, but special forces from around the world trained to deal with non-humans down there that have been, shall I say, with the children here, trying to choose my words, but have been consuming our children. So it's not very pleasant, and we have lost, as I've mentioned, hundreds of our special forces while they're cleaning the dumps below. So, and there are dumps that crisscrosses Canada because they've used it to traffic children and to also do experiments on children and humans, the adults. I would not like to, shall we say, give you an expanded view of what they have done down there, because even our most trained special forces are going into trauma because of what they've seen down there. So,
Are there humans that are no longer humans in politics?
yes, many. That is why I have said no more politics, no more politicians. Many of you will notice on television that they're losing the clones and the robots. You know, you can tell because they're now, what's the term I'm using?
Glitching.
They're glitching. They're glitching now. Yes, they're glitching now, and I keep on saying that it's time for them to start glitching so that malfunction, so that the public can actually see what is happening.
How far will the arrest go with the people that did harm to others from the hospital all around the country?
Those who were responsible for harming others will face the Nuremberg Code. So there is not going to be an excuse, as we are now under natural law. That's the only law in Canada. And so anyone who has harmed we the people will have to answer. And yes.
Do we have every corporation that's being collaborated with that?
I'm sorry?
Do we know every corporation that has...
Absolutely yes. We have everything and anything and everyone and anyone who have used and abused our humans, our people. Yes. Next question.
So, go ahead.
Concerning money,
Yes.
you said that
Concerning
all
money.
the money was safe
Yes.
during the transition,
Yes.
except you did not mention what if someone has cash on hand. Would it be better to go
No, keep your cash on hand, and you will be able to walk into the bank and then
Afterwards?
transfer that. Yes.
Okay,
Exchange that.
People that have been affected by Thalmanoid that lost limbs and stuff, are they going to be able to take advantage of the med
Medbeds, yes. They'll be able to grow limbs and any other organs, anything that's missing will be regrown.
Will they be like first, or will it be the vaccinated that will be first? Was it affected by the vaccinations, or who?
It'll be done as to whoever needs it the most. So it's not because you were jabbed, you go first. No, whoever needs it the most, and it'll be determined by the military and our celestial brothers and sisters who have that technology and can read everyone's energy.
And will we get a letter in the mail, like for an appointment? How's that going to work?
in your communities, you will have medbeds facilities, which is open 24 hours a day. And so yes, so everywhere in Canada, as I have asked, I said give to Canada as many as possible based on the number of population that we have. So in your community, whatever it is that you need, you can contact the MedBeds team, which is open 24 hours a day, and they will do an assessment of your health needs. Some people may just be in it for a few minutes, depending on what it is that you need, and some may be there for 2 hours or 3 hours, so it really depends.
So is that currently going on now?
That is not currently happening. Our med beds right now is under military control to make sure that it's not taken by the Pisositos, and because they used to have that control until I took control, and with the alliance.
Are you going to stop all kinds of gambling?
Yes.
Lottery tickets and all gambling?
Yes, and even all the addictions because of the med beds. So even alcoholism, cigarettes, anything that has to do with addiction, even your social media addiction, everything that it will be corrected by the med beds.
We will be so happy.
Yes.
We will be all happy people.
Yes. Yes.
It's true, isn't it?
explain a little bit more about your bloodline that permits you to be here? Yeah, about your bloodline?
What would you like to know?
To explain that
How you got
line,
here?
how what you do.
Am I okay? So that's why you're saying okay. So you're asking. The short and sweet answer is I'm a celestial being. Some will say advanced human or evolved human. Octorians, many. We were here before planet Earth was given the gift of life. We were always the protector or the guides of planet Earth are my ancestors, and that's how I came about.
Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you. We're evolved humans that have had the privilege of watching humanity from the optimum ascension, and then the not so nice entities came to planet Earth and suppressed humanity, and after that I guess my people up there said that's enough, we will not tolerate anymore, and humanity is part of the ascension and part of everyone up there, and so came down, and with the technologies, most advanced technologies, and also since we are the oldest, shall we say, not what's the word, human word, the oldest beings, and I guess as Octorians, many of you may have watched Yoda, I think, yes, when it comes to wisdom and guidance. So I think that's the shortest and most accurate I can explain my bloodlines. And we come from benevolent beings where our task, or at least my task, is to make sure humanity ascends spiritually and that you are taken care of. And unlike the bankers, royal families, the fake ones, who didn't care about humanity and were using you guys and everyone as their slaves, and they had agreements with the dark entities to use humanity in exchange for their power on planet Earth. They had allowed for the abuse and use of humanity, and especially our children. So that's how they kept their power on Earth, was to sell in exchange of the technologies as well, was to give humans as their testing, in this case rats, lab rats, yes, and of course for some to be consumed by the dark energies. So
How many more questions would you like to do?
two more before we all freeze.
Yes. After the mid-beds,
Yes.
are we going to live forever?
Yes, actually that is true, and many people, because you will continue to have that technology, so yes, you actually, like in the old days, you have the capacity to live thousands of years. Like the ones in the Bible, we had
Like a body, or
as a body, yeah, in your current, yeah, same one, because of the med beds will continue to regenerate your body.
Will we change from planet to planet, or I don't know.
Will you travel planet to planet? Yes. We have the technology that will allow interplanetary travel. We already have that technology. It's just suppressed by the dark entities.
Have you been?
Yes.
Okay, would you like to ask your question now? We've been wanting to wait.
When you say planets, I don't think planets exist.
We have star systems, my dear. Hundreds and thousands of star systems you're not aware of.
Okay, well,
Next question? Last question?
Last question, anyone?
That wasn't your
that was
question?
not the question.
Oh,
The media be taken down.
Sorry, the media? When is the media taken down? Well, we are already beginning to take down the media. They are being slowly now.
Are they humans?
The media?
Yeah.
Not many.
My wife, do you think a human? Like,
I'm sorry?
like we're all married to people. Like, there's so many divorces going on now. Like, these people, are they gonna start glitching, or are these all these reptilians around us?
If some of you guys were paying attention, I actually posted earlier this afternoon a person from the media or a figure that was glitching. So you will see many of that. Actually, there's not many humans are left, as in pure blood humans.
Is that the same problem that Freeland in Canada has? She's not like this.
Yes, correct. Yes, she's.
So we're gonna notice the malfunctioning.
Yes, you
more
will
and more.
see. Yes, because I have said also, if you guys were paying attention, that it seems whatever I say now happens in Russia, happens in Ukraine, happens in the U.S., and the U.S. follows my lead. So when I say start glitching start showing the glitch, and you will see the media showing the glitch, because I'm speeding the timeline. It started when I came to Ottawa and declared myself and burnt the corporation flag. So that really is speeding up the timeline, because I have refused to watch our people continue line up for the jabs, and the media drip is not sufficient, is not quickly enough for me to remove all of this nonsense. So that is why I came, and traveling in the middle of winter. Many are thinking that I'm nuts, but hey, it takes a psychopath to liberate Canada and make sure that all Canadians don't and are not forced to learn Chinese. Because believe you me, had that been allowed by myself and my friends and families, most likely many of you would be now somewhere in some forced camp somewhere. So that is why the Commander-in-Chief of the United States Armed Forces said Queen Romana is the only one who stood up for Canada, and the one that made sure Canada is not learning Chinese. So
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
And to whomever who says she's nuts or she's not whatever, guess the answer to that is, I don't need to sell you anything, because I have already liberated Canada, and Canadians, enjoy your freedom.
Are you going to come back?
Am I coming back? Yes, during the warmer season. Yes. Yes, I will come and visit. So, yes, you now have a head of state. Your queen lives in Canada, not somewhere in Europe somewhere, and comes only once in a lifetime. Okay, so you will see a lot of me crisscrossing our kingdom. Yes? Okay.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And every time I point there, that means I'm honoring my celestial brothers and sisters, and I am asking for their guidance and protection always. Yes?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I've been waiting.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Precious.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm freezing.